Whoa. Hey, how you doing, Duff here? Look what's on the table. Once again, it's my Backfire Ranger X1. And once again, we're going to be changing some tires. But now instead of doing the front ones, we're doing the back. After replacing the front two tires and noticing that it reduced the noise when riding on hard surfaces, I contacted Backfire Tech Support and said, hey, 2 tires in the front seem to help. Problem is they also have the noise coming from the rear. Can you send me 2 more tires? And they said yes, we can, which was very nice. So I have 2 more of these tires ready to go. This time we're going to be doing it on the back. After I posted my last video, I got a lot of feedback, as you can imagine. I'm gonna try to do it with it attached to the trucks. Domo, I think, or someone else also commented that it is in most cases easier, especially with the backs, to leave it on the truck when you're trying to change the tires. So you have something to push against or pull against. So we're going to try that out. I also got some interesting feedback from Backfire Tech Support themselves, because I did mention the difficulty I had with changing the tires. And they gave me the tip of actually taking the new tires before you install them and heating them by throwing them in boiling water for about 10 minutes. And if you do that, supposedly it will make it easier to get the tire installed, which I thought was an interesting bit of information. One other thing that they did tell me in regards to how the bearings don't seem to spin as easily on the front. If you watched my entire video last week, at the very end I mentioned this little metallic spring washer that I found on the ground. It actually fell out while I was doing the transfer of wheels. It goes on the inside of the wheel assembly. And they actually talked about just removing that altogether to help reduce some of the friction in here to allow the wheels to spin better. I have not done that yet, but that is a tip that they did give me. So I'm going to go get a couple tools and I will be back. Alright, so remember, these screws are actually a Torx T15 setting, not an Allen wrench like I tried to start with stupidly last week. So I'm going to take off these screws and see what kind of luck we have getting the tire off. I also got some feedback about the weird thing that I discovered, that the friction that's caused in the bearing is totally caused by these hub covers here. And if you have all these screws very loose, the wheels spin forever. But when you actually tighten up this hub cover, the amount of free spin on the wheel is dramatically changed. I had other people comment that they've noticed the same thing. It's just part of the design. Instead of those Trampa wheels is sounding more and more like a good idea. I just wish they weren't so expensive. But who knows? It might be an upgrade in the future. Okay, got my screws out. Now we gotta pop this cover off. I'm just using one of my handy dandy tire spoons. I'm just going around the perimeter of the hub and just working it up slightly, bit by bit. Okay, there we go. E-skateboard electric hub motor looks like. That's what it looks like. So now let's see if we can get this tire off. Alright, it's actually not too bad. Leaving it on the truck like this, just spin and pull, and it is coming off. Nice, that was a lot better than last time. Alright, so I guess I need to go boil some water, huh? You know what? I'm gonna actually, just for the heck of it, I'm just gonna try to press it on. From my learning experience last week, I'm gonna make sure that the treads are facing the same way as the fronts, which would be like this. Obviously I want to be more careful because you got a motor inside here. Damn it. Oh man. It's really close. Well, I just applied so much weight that it popped the bottom hub off. That was not my intent. But the odd thing is I actually have it started now. So let's see if I can get this tire pushed down and then get it back up around the magnets like it's supposed to be. Whoa. Okay. I guess that was just being held up by magnetic force. Okay. Alright, well that's kind of on, right? Looks like it needs to go down a little bit. But it's kind of on. Alright, I'm just trying to get this rubber flush with the metal. It's high at a little spot, or a couple spots, but almost there. Alright, I'll call that on. Let's see if we can get the hub cover back on. Just like before, I had to kind of work it back and forth a little bit, and then I actually used the head of the screwdriver just to tap it down into place flush. So now I'm just tightening these up, but yeah, this one seems pretty good. No boiling required. Okay, that wheel is on. I guess I should just do a quick spin test though, huh? Okay, here's the tire I just replaced. See that vibration when it first starts going? At that low speed. And again, that's bearing seems tight. I mean, the vibration seems to even out once you get up to speed, but at low speeds, you got a lot going on there. All right, let's do the other one. I know I commented last week on this as well. It's weird when you take these hub cover bolts off. Some are super tight and some are not at all. And again, I don't know if that's from the factory that they mess with these to try to get the bearing resistance as little as possible, but this does not seem like the best design from my non-engineering perspective. Alright, so let me get this off and I'll let you know if anything significant happens along the way. Yeah, coming off very easy. It's definitely easier to remove the old tire when it is still mounted to the truck. Without a doubt. Okay. Damn. New tire installation, not so easy. Alright, so instead of throwing it in boiling water, I'm just kind of trying to loosen it up by just kind of stretching it a little bit. Nothing severe, obviously. Whew, okay, it started. Another good fight, but a similar technique. Get a lot of weight on there, use a little bit of selective prying. Okay, got it on there nice and flush. Let's reinstall the hub cover. Another fun fact. Did you know that these hub cover screws are different lengths? Look at that. I don't know what the point of that is. That could explain some of the uneven forces that are applied to the hub cover. That's really strange. Yeah, it appears 2 of them are longer than the other 4. So I put the 2 longest ones in first to get it started, but it's hard to believe it would be that way by design. Alright, got the other one on, so we're now doing another spin test. mess with the tension on these screws on this side to see if I can get it spinning in a similar fashion to this one. Okay, I backed off the screws on that side. Let's see what the difference is. Yeah, it's all about the tension on the hub cover. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can find a happy medium here. Alright, that's pretty good. I'll take that. Alright, so we're outside and I want to do a similar test as I did last week. I'm gonna put the front tires on. You might see, look, I got some new elbow pads. Same as my old ones, except they have like white accents instead of black. I think it looks kind of cool with the white helmet. Problem is, the only size they had, I got a great deal on them. They were only like 16 bucks on Amazon. I guess they were a clearance or something, because they're normally much more than that. But the only problem is they only came in medium. And with my huge 24-inch pythons, it's tough to squeeze them into mediums. But yeah, good deal. Alright, so like I said, we're going to do the same kind of testing we did last week, and hopefully the sound is better all the way around. It's funny, but I can really tell you, like in this quick 100-foot test, 125-foot test, you would always hear scrubbing. I don't hear it. I hear the rubber hitting the road, but I do not hear that annoying scrubbing sound. It might actually be better. Wow. I'm going to play a clip of last week, what it sounded like doing this same section of road, and just to make sure I'm not hearing things, but I do not hear that noise. I think the fronts sound better. I don't hear the same scrubbing noise from the front. I do hear the same scrubbing noise from the back. So, yeah, tell me what you think. Seems a lot better to me. So what did we learn this time? We learned that the new tires that Backfire has come up with seem to actually work in regards to the noise. We learned that these tires that came with the board are not very good, unfortunately. I have 4 of them. If you want them, you can have them. We learned that replacing the back tires, it wasn't really, actually overall I struggled less than I did with the fronts, just because I got to learn from my past mistakes and take some of the tips that I got in regards to installing the tires. So it didn't go as bad as I thought it might. I didn't even have to boil the tires, and I got them on, so that's good. But the most important thing is that annoying noise that's getting under my skin since the first 30 seconds of riding the Ranger X1 is gone. Now it just sounds like rubber on a road. It doesn't sound like rubber squishing and vibrating on the road like the old tire compound does. So that's great. So if you're having this noise problem, I would highly recommend that you contact Backfire and look into getting a new set of tires. I think it'll fix your noise problem. Of course, the other option is going with the Trampa option up front. That's not going to fix your back tires, but that will probably fix the noise in the front and reduce some weight, since the tire wheel combination is extremely heavy with the Backfire Ranger X1. But yeah, all's well that ends well. I was not looking forward to replacing these back tires after what I went through with the front tires, but it turned out to not be so bad at all. So that's all I got for you for now. Happy ending. Well, this video is not going to get up in time, but I do have a bi-weekly live stream It actually is going to be broadcasting tonight, February 24th, meaning the next one will be 2 weeks from now. So if you don't catch tonight's, think about it a couple weeks from now. If you're a subscriber, you will get an automatic notification of the live stream. So that's all I have for you for now. Hope you're having a good weekend. If this is your first time visiting the channel, please consider subscribing. If you found this video interesting or helpful, please consider giving it a big thumbs up. Feel free to leave your comments, suggestions, ideas, and thoughts below. And that's all I have for you for now. Until next time, Backfire out. 2-day print and climbing. It's going to be awesome though.